Hey guys, welcome to 5 major tips to win your Crystalline Conflict ranked matches. Crystalline Conflict is the new PvP mode introduced in patch 6.1 and everyone is just simply having a blast. The only downside is losing sometimes. So today I'll cover 5 tips that will make you a major threat to your enemy team and more importantly, lead you to victory. Tip number 1, pick them off one by one. I can't stress this enough. Apes together strong. Crystalline Conflict is a team mode, and you all by yourself can only do so much. So it's important to work with your team. The idea here is to kill your enemies together one by one. Keep the chat command targeting enemies close to your fingertips, and let your allies know who you are targeting. Marking your enemies with signs also helps, as that tells your team who to target and kill. When 2 or 3 of you target the same person, they die within moments. Also keep an eye on chat and enemy health bars to see who your teammate is targeting. Your assistance can help your teammate get the kill, which will put your team in the advantage. Now tip number 2, use your limit break effectively. Now this means a number of things. Most importantly, do not waste your limit break. Don't use limit break when you're heavily outnumbered, and don't use limit break when you're very low on HP. Limit breaks have the power to turn a match around completely. Use the chat limit break command to inform your team when your limit break is close to being ready. Try to use your limit break on multiple targets when possible, and when you limit break, make sure you kill someone. Best thing to do is pairing your limit break with other teammates. Everyone has a limit break bar under their job icon in the party list. When you use your limit breaks together, you can massacre the entire enemy team. If a ninja uses the limit break after a warrior or dragoon, chances are that ninja will wipe the entire enemy party. This goes both ways. When you see someone in the enemy team use limit break except a Dark Knight, focus the enemy together and kill him ASAP. Here the enemy warrior used limit break and we just killed him ASAP before he could do much. So yeah, use your limit break effectively and you can turn a match around. Tip number 3, know when to retreat. Retreating is important. When your teammates are dying and you're heavily outnumbered, it's important you retreat and wait for your teammates to revive. Because if you continue to engage 4 of them while there's only 2 of you, you'll just die in vain. Now sometimes if you're very tanky like a Dark Knight or Warrior, it's good to hold your ground until backup arrives. But that's an exception. Just retreat when you know they can kill you. Tip number 4, don't run in first into the enemy. Apes together strong. At the start of the match, don't run in first into the middle of all enemies alone, because chances are they'll stun you and gang up on you. If you do run in, make sure to use guard and other defensives effectively. And now tip number 5, use your toolkit effectively. Using toolkit effectively will take you a long way. Don't use Purify when you don't get stunned or slowed. Don't use your healing when you haven't lost any HP. Don't waste your mana, and use guard when enemies are attacking you. Now obviously these 5 tips didn't cover everything, so now we'll move on to the bonus tips. Bonus tip number 1, don't chase your enemy for too long by yourself. Don't chase your enemy for too long. We all chase that one guy who's low on HP. But if you chase him for too long or take too long to kill him, his teammates will surround you and you'll end up outnumbered and dead. Bonus tip number 2, push the crystal. The crystal is the main objective of this team mode. So even if you're killing most of your enemies, they can still win if they've been pushing the crystal. So make sure you push the crystal. And yeah, having decent teammates is always a big help. And that about sums it up. If you follow these tips, you're bound to win your next Crystalline Conflict match. If you have any questions, please comment below and do consider liking and subscribing. I will see you in the next video.